As we pointed out several times this year, Alessi does not have the factory support. His Moto Concepts team is basically doing this on components anyone could buy off the shelf. They've tuned them to the max. But meanwhile, guys like Dungey, Stewart, Brayton that he's battling with, they have one-off equipment straight from the factories in Europe or Japan, and Alessi's making the most of the least right now.
But that's a tribute to how good of a rider Mike Alessi really is. I mean, if he's beating the full factory guys on a subpar machine, I mean, hats off to Alessi. You know, that's rider skill right there.
He's certainly determined, but I don't know if that's going to be enough, because Dungey has gotten right to him.
Bad choice. Dungey to the inside. This inside's working really well. Not quite enough to make the pass, but certainly enough to make up a couple of bike links. And Dungey almost comes up short there on Larocco's lead.
Ooh. Talk about the penalty you have there if you do come up a few feet short. If you go 115 feet instead of 120,
yeah, you slam. Well, the bike just wants to stop, and then you compress, and it just completely ejects you off the bike. To the fans' delight, I might add. It's not good if you're the rider, but the fans sure love it.
I think Mr. Ricky Carmichael came up short there a couple of years ago and blew out an entire wheel, so maybe he's a good one for a reference.
They've all done it at some point. I mean, 120 feet's hard to clear clean every lap. Looks like these two have pulled away a bit from Craig, who's now under pressure from Stewart in a battle for third. As Alessi tries to hold off Dungey.
Alessi doing a good job, really fighting for this position. You know, it's been this way pretty much, you know, every time Alessi gets that hole shot, he really tries as hard as he can just to keep that number 5 at bay. But Dungey, you know, he's not the best for nothing, you know. He's perfect rider.
Whoa.
But even when he's perfect, he's still on the back of Alessi, you know.
And Alessi had told us at the beginning of the year he was trying to play the long game and just try to stay healthy and strong throughout all the rounds. That's what he's saying, but it sure looks to me like when he has the lead, he's doing everything he can to keep it. He's racing for the win here, not for consistency.
Yeah, he's not racing for second.
Right.
Not racing for consistency, like you said, because consistently second is not what you train year round and work your whole life towards. You're working towards winning. And, you know, Alessi being second in points, I mean, anything happens to Dungey all of a sudden, he could inherit, you know, the points lead and all that. He's got some points to make up, but still putting in a really strong rider.
Yeah, Dungey's given him a look several times. Now he's got him on the outside. Shorter line for Alessi. No, cannot beat Dungey to the exit. And about 7 minutes into a 30-minute and 2-lap moto, Ryan Dungey has put the Red Bull KTM into the #1 spot.
Makes it look so easy.